Every time I go to the gas station, the same thing happens. I open the gas cap and start to fill my tank. And I cringe as I watch the numbers next to the dollar sign get higher and higher. I'm sure a lot of you are like me. The high price to pay for a tank of gas severely affects my budget, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. Our failing economy seems to be affecting everyone, and we all look for ways to trim down our expenses. There are many things we can do without, but gas isn't one of them. And no matter what you do, you still have to buy gas. And the ever-rising gas prices are affecting everyone's pocketbook. In an effort to keep my car full of gas without breaking the bank, I decided to try some money-saving techniques that are working for me, and they can work for you as well. There are three main ways that the average person can save money on gas. First, gas mileage can be increased by regular car maintenance and by changing some driving habits. Next, some techniques at the pump can reduce wasting gas. And finally, some of our normal daily activities can be changed to reduce how much gas we use. First, we will look at gas mileage and how to improve gas mileage. Regular car maintenance not only improves the vehicle's performance, but it also improves gas mileage. According to the Federal Trade Commission, keeping your engine tuned can increase your gas mileage by up to 4%. And FuelEconomy.gov points out that replacing a clogged air filter can increase the gas mileage by 10%. The Environmental Protection Agency adds that maintenance checks need to also include looking for worn spark plugs, dragging brakes, low tire pressure, low transmission fluid, and any transmission problems. Also, remember that when getting the oil changed, your car's performance will be optimized by using the manufacturer's recommended grade of motor oil. Using your air conditioner less is another way to increase gas mileage. And I know this is really hard to do here in Florida. It's very hot. But as the winter months approach and the cold fronts start to come through, we need to take advantage of those times and open up the windows and let the cool air come in. Changing some driving habits can also increase gas mileage. GasSavers.org states that aggressive driving can decrease your mileage by up to 1/3 on the freeway. And remember that idling gets 0 miles per gallon every time, so try not to idle for long periods of time. This graph is from FuelEconomy.gov. And over here is miles per gallon, and down here is speed in miles per hour. And as you can see, when you go about 35 miles per hour all the way up to 50 or 60 miles per hour, your gas mileage pretty much stays about the same. But as you get to over 60 and into 65 and 75, your gas mileage can severely go down. And on an average, for every 5 miles per gallon over 60 miles per gallon that you go, it's like costing you an extra 25 cents per gallon. Next, we will look at some ways to cut down on wasting gas. Good techniques at the pump can minimize gas waste. Don't overfill or top off your tank. The excess just will slosh out or it'll evaporate, and it's a waste of money. And using a higher octane than recommended by your car's manufacturer is also a waste of money. Finally, there are some ways to simply use less gas. Changing some normal daily activities can cut down on how much gas you use. Avoid using your car unless it's absolutely necessary. And rather than driving around looking for a close parking spot at the grocery store, park in the first spot you come to. You'll save gas, and you'll also get the added benefit of exercise. Try to combine all your errands for the day into one trip rather than leaving the house 2 or 3 times. And take turns carpooling with a coworker. Rather than driving, try to accomplish anything you can over the phone. Avoid weighing your car down. According to the Federal Trade Commission, an extra 100 pounds in the trunk can decrease the gas mileage by 2%. And according to the U.S. Department of Energy, a loaded rack on the top of the car creates wind resistance and adds weight to the car and can decrease the gas mileage by 5%. With the economy the way it is, I know that everyone is looking for ways to optimize their budget, but for most of us, it's just not possible to go out and purchase another vehicle that gets better gas mileage. We kind of have to make do with what we have. Therefore, we need to utilize these tools that we've been given to try to maximize gas mileage, cut down on gas waste, and cut down on the amount of gas we use. I know that I have had a noticeable difference in my monthly gas costs, and that unpleasant trip to the gas station is not quite so painful anymore.